Okay, it's Sunday morning. It's a very balmy 5 degrees in here. So I'm going to put the top screen in with the other two gauzes in the vain hope that the pump doesn't block, because it's letting grains through. Maybe it's when I'm using the whisk and it's pushing them down over the side. It's just a bit of a disaster. But I mean, I don't even think that's going to stop it. But I'm going to use the top screen anyway, and then we'll just use like tin foil. Go old school. Use a bit of tin foil with holes on it. Let's get it into the drink. Okay, so this is like a batch and a half then today. Couldn't decide what I wanted to brew, and then I decided I would try and attempt 2 beers in one go. One is like a little half batch, not even a half batch, probably smaller than that. It's going to be the same. Plan is then it's going to be the same malt bill, same grain bill, and we'll mash it as well and sparge it as normal. Bitter with Columbus as always, and then we will, with about 15-20 minutes left on the boil, I'll take out the smaller batch and leave myself enough for a keg, so 20 litres, 21 litres, something like that. In this one, and then we'll continue this as a normal beer, and then the other one I will throw in a load of Idaho 7. That'll be flame out for that beer, and then we'll get it chilled down. So when this one is being, this is like an American pale ale, so when this one is being had the flame out additions, the kind of top stand, when that one's doing this, the other one will be chilling. That's the kind of plan. Other than that, I don't really know what I'm doing. So we'll know for the next time. So that means I'm going to have to max out this one here. This is a 35 litre pot. Not sure if I get 35 litres in, but we'll sparge right to the top. Just want to see what the Idaho 7 hops are. I'm going to use Idaho 7 in this beer as well, but I want a little tester. 6, 7, 8 litres, whatever I can get, and we'll hit it hard with the hop stand and dry hop as well. When I say hit hard, I mean like 50 grams. It's just quite hard in like 8 litres of beer, isn't it? Okay, getting ready to do the sparge. So, as the top screen's in the bottom, I need to do something with the top. So, bit of tin foil, a little cocktail stick. I'm just going to poke a load of holes into it to let the water through. There has been an issue. The little overflow pipe that was in there disappeared. It's disappeared. I went to stir it around and it was like disappeared. Make sure it's connected on both sides. Okay. Tighten up. So yeah, I had to then stop the pump to stop it from getting clogged up. So yeah, I'm going to have to tip it out into the sparge pot after I finish sparging. And then I'm going to tip that into that. Give it a rinse around, get all the grains out of the way, and then we'll put that back into that again. It's a bit of a farce having to do that, but unfortunately we don't really have a choice. Don't see it at all. I don't see it at all on top. Okay, I'll put the last of the sparge water in, and now I'm taking it out. So we'll fill this up, and then we'll tip it out. Make sure there's no grain on this before we go. Where is that overflow pipe? Where is it? Where could it be? Okay, it's all in there now. You can see this has all been rinsed out and cleaned. Made sure that the pump is unblocked as well too. And then this is what's came out. So this is why the pump gets blocked all the time. All this. Look at that. That there as well, huh? All that bloody grain. That's 3 layers in that, and that's still, all that stuff still goes through. It's very powdery though, to be fair. So I think I might get a big bag, a big brew in a bag, a new one, and put it under, basically under the malt pipe the next time. We'll try that. Shouldn't have to do this like, but okay, just coming up to the boil. got 31 litres in there. I daren't go any more. There's still a little bit of space on top, but remains to be seen. Alright, this is gonna go off like Vesuvius. I think we're gonna get away with it. Now, if that was filled to the max, I'd have the face burnt off me by now. Okay, first hop drop. That is a little bit of Columbus. Okay, this is the point where it all goes wrong. So, 10 minutes to go. Basically taking out the hops, let it boil while it gets stuff ready. Just gonna put the small batch straight into the fermenter. Then we'll do a hop stand. Then that should fit in there. We'll get it chilled down. That should be a pitch of yeast. Right? Sounds simple enough. And then when this one, as soon as you get it out, we're gonna do the last 10 minutes of the boil, and then we shall, get the rest of the hops in. So, should be. Sounds simple enough, doesn't it? Yes. A bit windy. So I'm just going to wait till this gets down to about 20, maybe 22. 21. I've already put the protofloc in this as well too. So I just let it simmer, and then I added the rest of the kind of sparge water when that was draining. The grains are draining. Okay, sanitized hot bags. I've got 2 hot bags. I'm not going to worry too much that this is boiling when I went in that fermenter. It's bloody Baltic out here. And that'll not take long. The reason I'm putting it in 2 hot bags too is just so I can fish it out. I have to put my arm in it. That one's got a drawstring on it, like that. Let's get it in there. That'll be what? 15, let's do 20 minutes then. Then we'll get the chiller on, and by that time the hop stand in here will be finished. Okay, so there is the Columbus bittering hops. Get that back in there. Still boiling, so it's not going to be an issue with contamination or anything. And then we've got Simcoe, this is 10-minute edition. Let me just set the timers for 10 minutes. Get the hose set up. Yeah, it's all come together. Okay, hop stand on this one. It's going to be 20 minutes. Got the Whirlpool arm on, but I've no idea whether it's actually going or not. God knows. Hoping this thing's just a dead loss. A dead loss. As I say, if it keeps getting black, what is the bloody point of it? Right, okay, 20 minutes, that's it. I'm going to get the chiller in the other one now. Don't think you need to see that. We have finished with about just over 17 litres in there, which is down to what we normally get, but at the same time we have got another beer. And in terms of the other beer, I've just tossed in a bit of Voss, and that should hopefully blow through it in a couple of days. There isn't that much. I don't know exactly how much I've got in it anyway. But yeah, we're not worried about that. We're worried about this. So as I say, 17 litres. In terms of the gravity, it looks like 1050. The tilt is saying 149, see that? 1049. So in terms of the yeast, I'm using this, got a load of stuff from Cross My Life. PIA, Kiwi Pale Ale. I have used this before, but it was very kind of, I didn't really even notice it. It was very ordinary, so I'm not really expecting an awful lot. So let us get it in there. just straight in. Okay, so that's 2 beers on. That's a bit of good work. Okay, 6 days and we're ready for the dry hop. This is it here. Smelling pretty good. Yeah, it's completely clear on top. So just straight in. We're just putting it straight in. No bag, nothing. We'll do okay. And then we'll crash it. And crashing it then will drop everything straight down. So should be nice and clear coming out. So that's it. See you at the tasting. That is it. That is the finished beer. I mean, I definitely put a protoflock into that, didn't I? Because that is not meant to be that hazy in any way. I'm really confused as to how this has managed to be like this. It's not really a problem, but it's just that I really wasn't expecting it. None of the other versions have been this hazy. Maybe a little bit cloudy with hops, but that is like a New England IPA. That's what colour that is. That is ridiculous. So I don't know. I mean, it's a nice colour and all, but what the hell has happened? What the hell has happened? So it was the Pia yeast, which I have used before, but I can't remember anything about it. It was just really not very memorable. And so I don't know if this is normal with that yeast or what, but wow, that is that is ridiculous. So, okay, well, I mean, let's go on anyway. Let's continue, even though, like, I just, every time I look at that, I'm just like, what the hell is going on here? What is it I'm drinking? Okay, the nose on it is really good. This is now over 3 weeks this has been in the keg. And it's still putting out lots of fruity flavours. It's this real kind of sweet papaya type tropical fruit aroma of it, but there's also a little bit of a kind of lemony kind of grapefruit type of citrus maybe. It smells really good, I have to say. So we got the Idaho 7, we've got the Simcoe, and we've got a little bit of Citra in there. I think that was the last of my Citra in this beer as well too. So yeah, we shall be using different hops this time. Sometimes it can get easy to just use the same hop all the time, Citra, in other words, because it is absolutely fantastic. But it gives me now the chance to experiment different other hop combinations. That smells really good. I mean, 3 weeks, I mean, that was smelling absolutely incredible, and that came out of the fermenter, the fermenter, and the first couple of pints I poured of it. I mean, still 3 weeks later, and it's still going. It smells fantastic. So yeah, that's a good thing. As far as the head goes, it's not bad. It does stick around. On the way down, you get a nice bit of lacing, but it's not huge. Carbonation is kind of, it's okay. It's not high, it's not low, it's somewhere in between. Can't remember what it's set for, but it's somewhere in between. So let's give it a taste. It tastes like a pale ale. A very fruity, almost juicy taste, but not kind of the full. It's not like a New England IPA. It's not. You don't have that thick mouthfeel. It's more of a lighter body, easier to drink. I know New England IPAs are easy to drink, but there is a little bit of hop burn still. Not very much, very faint. I say still because the first 2 weeks of this beer, it was unbelievable. It was severely hop burnt. It has faded over time now. This is over 3 weeks. Still a little touch of it in there, but it's much more enjoyable now that it seems to have faded a little bit. And again, I don't know, I've made this beer loads of times. I need to have a little look at the hop schedule. I suppose though, this was the beer that, I know you've just watched the video, but I'm catching up basically because it's been a couple of weeks. But yeah, this was the one that I split into 2 because I made them with the Idaho 7 and I wanted to try the hops So possibly because I didn't plan really to do that, that was kind of last minute. I had set the recipe up to be like a full batch and then I kind of changed it. So I was winging it. So maybe the kind of late additions on the dry hop as well too was just too much for whatever this was, 16 litres set. It wasn't filled. So yeah, incidentally, the other beer that I did with the Voss, the Quebec Voss, turned out absolutely fantastic. Really kind of, I really thought the hops, the 807 hops, they're a bit weird in that, not weird bad, but weird as in, it's like 1 minute I was tasting like lots of tropical fruits, or like one night in particular, lots of tropical fruits, papaya, peach, apricot, that type of thing. Really, really strong. And then the next night I would go in and have another beer of the same beer. I know you'll be getting more kind of citrusy kind of flavours. And then, you know, it would go back to tropical fruits again, and just, it was a bit mad, to be honest. So yeah, if anyone else has used Idaho 7 like that, are you getting the same thing as me? Because I have no idea what was going on there. That beer was like finished in about 2 days. 30 degrees with Voss. Wow. That thing is a beast. But anyway, we're not talking about that beer. We're talking about this beer here. This haze bomb. So yeah, a lot of hop burn on it. Possibly that's one reason why. Again, it's different yeast as well. I don't know what the deal is with that yeast. The magic of editing will show me not getting up 2 fine packets. But loads of these things. Yeah, there it is. Just want to see it. I've also got this one here, haze. What's the chances of that? What was in that has been mixed up with that. Probably slim to nothing. Okay, so this is the yeast I used. Pia. It says Kiwi Pale Ale yeast, suitable to brew pale ale with a good hop profile. That's like literally it. That was a waste of time even doing that. It got down to 1008, so it was good attenuating. The aroma's good, which is a plus point. Not very flocculent, as you can see. I definitely used that Protofloc, didn't I? And as for the flavour, again, it's that hop burn that was really kind of, it really kind of disguised it for a week's end, and now it's like 3 weeks, so we're past the kind of where the beer is at its peak. But there still is a lot of hoppage in there, so I mean, I'm still none the wiser as to whether that yeast is any good or not. Basically because of that hop burn. It's not terrible, but it's not, I don't think it's special either, so. Again, if you have used that yeast, stick a message, tell me what you think. The jury is out for me. Quite dry as well, this. As I said, finished at 1008. You would kind of expect that. So maybe it being dry and then loads of hops in it has really kind of made the bittering seem worse than maybe it was. I don't know. Or maybe that hop burn seemed worse than it was. I think it's good. But, well, it's good now after the hop burn, but I don't know that it's quite on the level that some of the other ones were. This is kind of another version of Scraggy Bay clone, basically. But I think it tastes absolutely nothing. I'm not calling it Scraggy Bay anymore, by the way, because it doesn't taste anything like it, and it's not. I don't even want it to taste like Scraggy Bay anymore because it's surpassed Scraggy Bay. It's gone on a different direction. That's a nicer way of saying it. So anyway, that is it. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. I shall see you next week, probably.